What is going on, guys? Evan here from Sports Core, and I am back with their live stream channel today. We got the Stanford Cardinals and the Texas Longhorns here today as the Longhorns look to punch their ticket to Omaha for the 39th time, the record-breaking 39th time. The Longhorns have been one of the best baseball programs of all time, and today they're going to be relying on their boy, their big man, pitcher LeBaron Johnson Jr., who had a complete game last weekend in the Coral Gables Regional, and today he'll be on the mound looking to send Texas back to Omaha against a very good Stanford team. Yesterday, of course, Texas had a crazy win, big comeback in the ninth inning with a 5-run inning to turn a 5-2 deficit into a 7-5 lead. Today won't be easy for the Longhorns today as they go against Quinn Matthews, the best pitcher on the Stanford staff, ace pitcher who's been their man all year long, and today he'll be going against LeBaron Johnson. In the Stanford Regional, he threw 180 pitches, 11 innings pitched. He gave up only 2 runs, 3 walks, 12 Ks. I mean, the guy is really good. I'm telling you, he's a great player. But, it's going to be a tough day for him going against a Texas lineup that can turn on at any moment, man. They really can, all right? They can turn on at any moment, and this is he's gonna have a tough test today against the very good Texas lineup. Stanford's not have a bad lineup themselves with Rios and Montgomery. Like, they got some good players in there. Troy as well. Stanford's a good team, but I believe in my horns. We got it. Let's just punch our ticket to Omaha today. No game 3. Let's just go out there, get the dub, and move on, man. Texas has not lost a game in the NCAA tournament yet. They won all the games in Coral Gables, and what do you call it? Yeah. And then they will win the last game. No, this is gonna be such an exciting game. I mean, look, Stanford's a good team, and they probably should have won that game yesterday, but they blew it in the big moments. They really did. They had a chance to win yesterday, and they blew it. And now their backs are against the wall today, so you're expecting good performance from them. That LSU Kentucky game from the bottom of the 8th right now. Let's go, baby. Punch our ticket to Omaha. What? Man, Garcia's it's gonna be a fun one today, man. It's gonna be a fun one. Texas is the home team, I guess. Today is the Stanford Regional, and they're playing at home. But I guess based on the way the series works, Texas is technically quote the home team today. So yeah, let's do it, man. Let's get underway here in Palo Alto, California, as the Longhorns look to take down the Cardinals on their home turf and advance to Omaha. And should be a fun one today, fellas. And here we go. Stanford is batting first today. Tommy Troy, Eddie Park in center field, starting and leadoff. Then the big man, Tommy Troy, who's been a beast for them all this time. And here we go. We are about to be underway here with the first pitch of the day. Here's the pitch from LeBaron Johnson. It's low to Eddie Park, and that's ball number 1. LeBaron Johnson Jr. had an amazing performance um against Miami last week. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is in there for a strike on Eddie Park, the center fielder. The main play of yesterday's game that everyone's going to be talking about is the big error in center field. Park and Campbell in right field collided and messed it up. As here's LeBaron Johnson, who pitches whacked foul by Park. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. So here we go. 1-2 count here. LBJ pitches down the dirt, and there'll be a ball right there. 2-2 count here to Eddie Park. 2-2 count here to Eddie Park. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Come on, man. Need some good pitching from LBJ today, man. Come on now. Big big full count pitch here. And no swing. Park is on base. He's gonna walk and get a man on for Stanford here in the top of the first. Good at bat there from Eddie Park. He just stayed composed and yeah, he kept a good eye on the ball. Unfortunately, for our boy LeBaron Johnson, he couldn't get that last strike in there. He was ahead in the count early, but yeah. Here comes Tommy Troy to the plate for Stanford. Let me change that real quick. Here's LeBaron Johnson. That's a beauty in there for a strike. LeBaron Johnson is filthy, man. I tell you what, he is a filthy, filthy pitcher out. These, one of the better pitchers in college baseball. 0-1 count. That one's nicely framed there by Giamette for an 0-2 count here. Great pitch there from LBJ. Ooh, pick up attempt there. Oh, 2 count here from LBJ. Swing and a miss. Strike three. LeBaron Johnson Jr. Nice pitch. LeBaron painting the corner right now. One count here. Another one in there for a strike. LeBaron Johnson firing strikes in there against all the hitters. Oh, another 0-2 count here from LBJ. And he'll go back to first looking for the pickoff. Thomas came close right there, but 0-2, and that one's popped up high in the air. Out near third base. Powell going for it near the dugout, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. My bad for not showing the scoreboard. Trying to fix something real quick. Great play over there by Powell, though. Peyton. First pitch is ground to second, and O'Dowd will just throw him out and end the inning. And it'll be Quinn Matthews now to pitch for Stanford. What the heck just happened, bro? All right, here we go. All right. Jared Thomas at the plate right now here for. That's a strike right there. Bunt towards first. Thomas trying to beat him to the bag, and he's out. Really close play there at first base, though, for Jared Thomas. Great play there. Stanford. Dude, oh my God. Now I gotta go back. All right. That one's in there for a strike to Peyton Powell. My bad on the commentary. Man. Dang, dude. Powell in there. He grounds this one to over, and that's into the outfield for a base hit for Peyton Powell. And the Longhorns have a man on here in the bottom half of the first inning. Finally, we'll get the scoreboard working in just a moment, but oh my goodness, this is just thumbnail thing was being really annoying today. All right. Here comes Dylan Campbell to the plate. That one's going to be fired in there for a strike by Quinn Matthews. That's a swing and a miss right there by Dylan Campbell, and now an 0-2 count to DC. Here's the 0-2 to Campbell. And on first, pitch is in and swung on and missed by Campbell. Strike number 3. So the nice little pitch on the nice little change up there from Matthews, and that's going to be out number 2 here in the first inning. Great pitch there from Quinn Matthews, and he gets Campbell hacking on that one. Not a great at bat from DC. So here's the catcher, Garrett Giamet, at the plate right now. Two outs here, and that's swung on and missed there by Garrett Giamet. Oh, 1 here to Garrett Giamet. And it is outside and missing. Garrett Giamet going hacking right now. Here's the 0-2 to Giamet. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Giamet goes down swinging. And that's the end of the first inning. Powell gets on base with a single, but nothing else for Texas. And we'll head to the top of the second. 0-0 here in Palo Alto. So, man, I mean, that is just the way that Stanford is doing. Quinn Matthews dealing early on. I mean, he's throwing some great pitches, man. I tell you what, he's throwing great pitches. Really getting guys swinging right now. Good inning for him for sure. So Texas needs to, lay off. Guillemette is a big swinger, and he made some questionable decisions at the plate. Man. That was just a tough inning, tough inning, but you're gonna have to do better against Quinn Matthews than that. That was bad. I mean, first of all, like I don't know what GML was doing, dude. He was just taking hacks at pitches outside the zone, and I was like, come on, man. Need him to be a little better than that, but you know, overall, not a bad start. I mean, you did get a guy on base. You're feeling him out first time through the order. It's not going to be easy. But, obviously you would have liked to do some damage early, but it is what it is. We'll just get back on, back in the pitching side and see what LBJ can do, going through the middle of this order. He had a good first inning, walked the first guy, but took care of business the rest of the way. Normal stream from here on out. Thankfully, we got the issues solved. It was being annoying. I don't know what's going on with the thumbnail, to be honest. It was being weird. I didn't save or something, but whatever. We're chilling. Here we go. LeBaron Johnson Jr. was dealing in the first inning, and he looks, he was, I mean, I was happy. He was pounding the strike zone, doing a great job. Got a great slider and things like that. Really, really good pitcher. Big fan of him. As a Texas fan, I love LeBaron Johnson Jr., man. He's a great guy. Here we go. LeBaron Johnson set to get to his second inning of work here, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Umpire gives the signal. 93-mile-per-hour from LBJ. He's facing Alberto Rios, one of the best players in the Pac-12. Here's the pitch to Rios, and that one's outside. He hit 389. He's had a good postseason, and he's having, he's one of the best players on this whole Stanford roster. So certainly a guy to watch out for. Here's the 1-1 to Rios. That one swung on and grounded foul. And now here is the next pitch. Will be 1-2 count to Rios, who's been elite for Stanford this whole year, man. So Yeah, he's a beast, man. Rios is certainly not someone to play around with. Here's the 1-2 from LBJ, and that one is dropped there by Giamet. Maybe he could have framed that for a strikeout. That was a little off the plate, but I mean, maybe he could have framed it if he had, corralled it in there, but guess we'll never know. Here's the 2-2 here from LBJ to Rios. And the 2-2 pitch is nice attempt of a frame there by Giamet, but a ball. And now a 3-2 count here. So for the second inning in a row, leadoff batter forcing the full count. We'll see if LBJ can get the out here. The 3-2 pitch is low and ball four to Alberto Rios, and he'll be on for the second straight inning. Stanford gets the leadoff walk to start the inning. And here comes Malcolm Moore. I think this dude has the weird batting stance. He hit a big home run in game one to dead center field over Eric Kennedy. And yeah, this guy's been having a good postseason. And yeah, Malcolm Moore. Walks are terrible, man. You just hate to have walks. But Malcolm Moore has been something else lately, homering in 3 straight games for Stanford. He has been tearing it up this postseason. A weird batting stance for sure, but I mean, it's been working out for him big time here. Here's the pitch too, and man, that is in there for a strike from LBJ for the 0-1 count. So a runner on first for Stanford for the second straight inning. I mean, it was just another leadoff walk. LeBaron got ahead in the count. Then he lost his control for a couple pitches. Here's the 0-1. That one is going to be inside low. 1-1 count here to Moore. So Stanford yesterday was hitting the ball pretty well. Had a few home runs in yesterday's game. Malcolm Moore hitting one to dead center was a big one for Stanford. This park is not the easiest to hit home runs in as Rios gets back to first. It's not an easy park to hit home runs in. I mean, from what I heard, I watched part of the game yesterday, was, there were balls to right field and it was a really deep part of the park. It's tough to hit home runs there. 8-0 Stanford record when facing elimination in the last 2 regionals and supers. So safe to say that Stanford is able to win games when their backs are against the wall, which is important in these types of situations. LBJ continuing to bother Rios over at first. But yeah, I mean it's important, to have resilience, and Stanford has been great when they are in pressure situations like this. Here's the 1-1 to Moore. That one swung on and missed. And that'll be strike number 2. So a 1-2 count coming up here to Malcolm Moore. 1-2 here to LeBaron Johnson Jr. From LeBaron Johnson Jr. The pitch to Moore is down the dirt and be a ball. 2-2. It swung on and fouled off there for Moore. So LBJ in 2021 did not play. In 2022, he was strictly a bullpen guy. But this year, he has come alive for these Texas Longhorns and has been one of their most reliable starters. And he's in a tough count here to Malcolm Moore. The 2-2 to Moore. Grounded to second base, and that one's through the hole. And that's a base hit for Stanford. O'Dowd couldn't get his glove on it, and Stanford's got 2 on here in the second. A nice hit up the middle for Malcolm Moore, and Stanford threatening to get something going here. When I originally saw that ball come off the bat, I was thinking maybe double play, but Moore is able to square this one up and get it past O'Dowd. You see this right here. O'Dowd jumps and just couldn't get it. It tips off of his glove. Unfortunate for Texas there as Malcolm Moore, 2 guys on here in the top of the second for Stanford. So that is not a good start here for LeBaron Johnson in the second inning. Again, the walks kill you and they catch up with you. He wasn't able to finish the count. Now here's Drew Bowser at the plate for Stanford. Second baseman, 1-0 count from LBJ. And that one is inside for a ball. So LeBaron Johnson struggling here in the second inning, allowing the first two men to get on, and now behind 2-0 in the count to Bowser. Needs to get something going. Obviously, don't want to load the bases up. There's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike from LBJ. Drew Bowser for Stanford. We'll see him. He also, I believe, had a home run in game one for the Cardinals. So this middle of the order has been doing great as of late. Oh no, no, LeBaron. A balk there on LeBaron Johnson moves both runners into scoring position for Stanford. That is a huge, huge mistake. And now Stanford's got runners on second and third with no outs. Ah, dude. And again, that leadoff walk, man. Big chance for Stanford to get on the board early here. The 2-2 from LBJ is swung on and missed, and that's strike three. Bowser goes down, swing, and LBJ able to get the first out of the inning. The thing that stinks here in this inning is that LBJ's had chance to put away all three batters, and he just wasn't able to finish off the 2-2 counts or the 1-2 counts. Great pitch there to Bowser, though. Gets him swinging, and the Longhorns only one out. Only one out. Stanford still two men in scoring position here, but a big strikeout for LBJ there. And now here comes another hitter for Stanford. With runners on second and third, big opportunity, and they're going bunt as that one's just a little outside from LeBaron Johnson Jr. Who's up here for Stanford? I think it's Campbell. I don't know what his first name is. It's been a tough inning for LeBaron Johnson. He got to a slow start, then got a balk. That was big, big mistake. And once again, a bunt signaled. Once not able to pull it back in time, though. Or was he able to? There, he was not. So a 1-1 count coming up here for Saborn Campbell, right fielder for this team. Not one of the better hitters on the team, hitting 191 this season, but he's been solid in right field. 1-1 count here to LeBaron Johnson. He throws this one in the dirt. Bring up a 2-1. So yeah, man. I mean, good. I mean, great at bats from Stanford here in this second inning. They're just doing a really good job of being patient at the plate. Rios was, good at getting, making plays and good eye, a couple pitches as LeBaron throws that one in there for a strike, bringing up a 2-2 count. But then, a great at bat from Malcolm Moore, who did a great job fouling off a couple two strike pitches, just making sure, that he stayed alive, and that's the big situations. 2-2 count here to Campbell. That one's down low, 3-2. And this is where LeBaron Johnson has struggled today, as he's been struggling to get the outs. Going up against Campbell here, the 3-2 pitch is going to be very important. The difference between potentially having two outs or having the bases loaded. The 3-2 from Eric LeBaron, it's outside, ball four, and Campbell does the job getting on base. And Stanford has the bases loaded here in the top of the second as LeBaron Johnson continuing to struggle here for the Texas Longhorns in the second inning. And Lucas Gordon dealt with some struggles yesterday, but this is not a good situation for this is not a good situation here for LeBaron Johnson as pitching coach coming out for Texas. The fact that he's throwing 20 strikes and 16 balls is certainly a concern because the thing is, yesterday or in the first inning, LeBaron Johnson was doing great. After the first walk, he started really throwing strikes, pounding the zone. Not doing that here in the second inning. He's been falling behind in counts, and he had his chance once again at a 2-2 count on Campbell. Pitcher's count, and he messed it up. He wasn't able to get the out. The bases are loaded for Stanford here in the top of the second with only one out, and LeBaron Johnson needing to get a play. A double play would be amazing for Texas here. LeBaron is at 36 pitches here in the second inning. This is not a good situation for Texas. Stanford looking to capitalize. That's a strike there from LeBaron Johnson at 94 miles per hour for strike number one. So Timo Becerra, the sophomore at the plate here in a big situation for Stanford, needing to get Some base runners home as LeBaron throws that one outside, 1-1 count. Stanford got the first two guys on, and then both of those runners advanced on a balk by LeBaron Johnson that opened up second and third, opened up first base. And then LeBaron got a strikeout and a walk. The 1-1 that one's outside, tried to frame it. Nothing there, though. And a 2-1 count as LeBaron just struggling to get the ball in the zone right now. I mean, it is just starting to get frustrating. I don't know why he can't throw a strike right now. The 2-1, that one is fouled off hard and to right. And a 2-2 count here to Becerra. Huge pitch coming up here for LeBaron again. Seems like every at bat he's been able to get these guys to 2 strikes and just cannot get that last strikeout. Can he do it here? The 2-2 to Becerra. Swung on and belted high in the air out to left field, and Kennedy's got it. He'll throw this one in. I think this is going to score a run for Stanford. And there it is. The Cardinals get the first run of the day on a sacrifice fly by Becerra. Luckily for Texas, no other damage done. You know, when it came off the bat, a little bit of worries there from me. I was a little scared. Decided to get off the bat, but luckily for Texas, it's just a sac fly and only run scores. So you know what? Not bad. Again, Becerra does his job getting the ball into the outfield and allowing his guys to make a play. Top the order up here for Stanford. They still got two guys on here. And Eddie Park to the plate. The leadoff hitter takes the strike there from LBJ. Oh, 1 grounded up the middle by Park. And O'Dowd will throw to first. Safe at first is Park. He runs it out. And Stanford keeps the inning alive as this ball was grounded. That's not close. That is an out. I mean, I don't know what happened here for Texas. A ground ball up the middle. You need those plays to get out of the inning. You needed that play. So bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the second. This nightmare inning cannot end as GMX gets hit hard by the foul ball. He got hit pretty hard there by that foul ball. But man, I mean, this has been a really bad inning for LeBaron Johnson. If he can get out of it with only giving up 1 run, that is a major, major W. I hit the pad. And the 0-1 pitch is in there, and it's going to be called a ball by the umpire. 1-1 count. 45 pitches for LBJ as he faces Tommy Troy, who struck out in the first inning. There's the 1-1 from LBJ to Troy. And that one is in there, and that's strike number 2. So LBJ is 1 pitch away from getting out of this disastrous second inning with only allowing 1. LBJ's 1-2 swung on and belted high in the air out to center. Kennedy coming out for it. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. The Longhorns are able to get out of the inning, only allowing a run. And, hey, man, not a good inning for Barron. He struggled. He gave up he walked way too many guys. But on the bright side, you get out of the inning only allowing 1. That is not bad. Not bad, not bad. You got a lot of time, man. Again, Quinn Matthews is going to be tough to hit off of, but I'm happy that LeBaron Johnson only giving up 1 run is huge right there. Absolutely huge. Honestly, with the way that inning went, I honestly think that could have been much, much worse, to be honest. That could have been much worse. So you'll take it. I mean, Stanford had a lot of chance. If I'm Stanford right now, it's great that they got on the board, but man, they really could have gotten so much more that inning. But great job by Lee to limit the damage, and luckily for Texas, we are only down by one. We could easily be down by like three right now, so we'll take it. We will for sure take that. So heading into the bottom of the second, trailing 1-0. LeBaron Johnson threw a lot of pitches that inning, though, so that's could be an issue later on. Quinn Matthews' schedule last weekend. Oh, he's a student. That's actually pretty cool. This man, this dude Quinn Matthews has been working hard, man. My gosh, we got crazy room out here. Jeez, man. Here we go. Quinn Matthews on the mound facing Porter Brown here to start the second inning, and that ball is fouled off by Porter Brown. Brown had a big single last last night against Stanford, a two-run single with two outs in the top of the ninth to give Texas the lead that they would never relinquish as the 0-1 count here from Matthews is down the dirt. 1. Matthews has got a I think he's got a filthy slider or something like that that really gets guys chasing. He got Giamet chasing in the first inning. I mean, he got Campbell chasing. He was really on his game in the first. Here's the pitch from Matthews, and that's in there for a strike. 1-2 to Quinn to Porter Brown here. So 1-2 count coming here to Porter Brown. Matthews is dealing early on, and here's the pitch. That one is down the dirt and outside for ball 2. So yeah, Quinn Matthews is a great pitcher. He's been the main man at Stanford this whole year, and Texas needs to find a way to get some runs on him because it could be bad if they don't. 2-2 count here to Brown. That one is grounded to the right side of the infield, and that one's going to go foul. And we'll just keep it going here. Wake Forest beat the absolute crap out of Alabama. Jeez. So yeah, man, that changeup and slider are what opponents really struggle with against Quinn Matthews. The slider, the fastball and the curveball, not so much, but the slider and the changeup, especially that changeup, those two pitches really get people tripping up. 2-2 count, and that one is nearly framed well there by the catcher, but it is going to be ball 3. So a full count here to Porter Brown. We'll see if Matthews can get the pitch he wants here. The full count pitch. Swung on and belted out to left field. This one is going to be caught by the shortstop. I think that's Montgomery. And that will retire not Dylan Campbell, Porter Brown to start the bottom the second as he just wasn't really belted out to the left. It just kind of just popped up. So here we go. Here comes Eric Kennedy, who hit a big home run in yesterday's game. The fifth-year senior from Florida. He had a big home run in yesterday's game out to right field. Crushed a baseball to tie the game. Here we go. The pitch to Kennedy is in there. That is a strike from Quinn Matthews. So he's doing a great job early on, finding the strike zone. His stuff looks good. He's getting going here. Here comes the 0-1 from Quinn Matthews. That pitch is just outside the zone for a ball. So Matthews, he's a great pitcher, and it's going to be a really tough time for Texas if they can't get things going and allow him to get into a groove, which seems like he is kind of in a groove already. The 1-1, that is a beauty in there, curved into the zone. My goodness. The 1-2 to Kennedy here, high up in the zone, and that's going to be a ball. The 2-2 here from Matthews to Kennedy. Swung on and hit out to center field. This one is going to be a tough play. Everyone coming for it. That's going to drop in. And that's a base hit for Eric Kennedy. And actually, it's going to be a double for Eric Kennedy because he was running hard. And another miscue by the Stanford defense as Kennedy blooped that one out to center field. And it seemed like the whole Stanford team collided. I mean, here it was blooped out of center, and the shortstop, second baseman, center fielder all came in, and for the second day in a row, another error. I don't really know what happened there. Again, a good, well placed ball, but Eddie Park and company really struggling out there in the outfield. Here's Jalen Flores with a man in scoring position. That one's in there for a strike from Quinn Matthews. So an unfortunate break for Matthews is that ball wasn't really hit hard off the bat by Kennedy. It was just kind of blooped out to center field, but landed in the absolute deadest part of the outfield where it was kind of just in no man's land. No one could get it. 0-1 here to Jay Flo, and he'll take that one. That's a ball. Umpire did not give Matthews the strike call there. Crowd wasn't too happy about that one. One count here to Jalen Flores. Big swing and a miss on that pitch from Matthews, and now the 1-2. 1-2 count coming up here. Flo will take a time here. Here's the 1-2 count to Jalen Flores. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's strike three. Jalen Flores strikes out, and two down here in the second. And that'll bring up Jack O'Dowd to the plate. As that changeup, man, just so filthy. All right. See if Texas will strand their man on second or if they will be able to get him home. Here is the pitch inside. O'Dowd swings and fouls it off to the right side. And Jack O'Dowd had a home run in the Coral Gables Regional, the junior. The 0-1 count here to Jack O'Dowd. Swung on and hammered out to left field, foul. And left fielder for Stanford not going to be able to go get that one. That one was a little too far out. So the 0-2 count here to O'Dowd. Matthews looking to get out of the inning, leaving and not allowing any damage from the Longhorns. As here's O'Dowd. Matthews getting set. The big 0-2 here to O'Dowd. That one's a little outside, and that'll be now a 1-2 count. So Texas making Matthews work a little more this inning. Goal is to plate Kennedy home here. We'll see if they're able to do so. Here's the pitch. Matthews to O'Dowd, and it's swung on and grounded to the right side, foul once again. A 1-2 here. O'Dowd just continuing to work right now. Make sure Matthews doesn't get an easy AB. See what Matthews decides to throw here. 1-2 count. And O'Dowd. They'll say O'Dowd held up. Check swing 2-2. And the check swing from Jack O'Dowd keeps the AB alive. A 2-2 from Quinn Matthews. 2-2 to O'Dowd. Swung on and missed, and that is strike three. O'Dowd strikes out, and the inning is over. Texas gets a base runner in scoring position, but nothing else. As Quinn Matthews is able to strike out Flores and O'Dowd. In that situation, man, you need. I understand. I mean, it's a tough spot. You're in the bottom of your order in that situation. It's not easy, but man, you needed one of your guys to step up there. It would have been nice to get a nice little RBI there from Jack O'Dowd or from Jalen Flores, but at the end of the day, neither of those guys were able to, get the hit. And I guess it's kind of, expected. You can't expect too much. Those guys are at the bottom of the order for a reason, but man, it's just those situations. You leave a guy on base at scoring position, it's always a tough situation, especially being able to get that kind of fluky opportunity. You want to take advantage of it. You want to be able to take advantage of those fluky opportunities, but at the end of the day, Stanford's able to give up no runs and go ahead to the third inning. Here we go. LeBaron Johnson out there here for the top of the third. And a 1-0 count here. So if Texas wins today, they will be going to Omaha, Nebraska. If they lose, ooh, he went around on that one. That is going to be a strike there for Texas. That is, I believe, Carter Graham at the plate right now. Carter Graham skies this one high in the air. This one might be going to the backstop. Giamet going over there. This one goes in the stands. All right. 1-2 here from LBJ. That one's just a little bit inside. The 2-2. Swung on and laced out to right field. That's a base hit. And Graham able to get on base. And every single inning so thus far, the Cardinals get the leadoff runner on base. It's something that Texas really needs to figure out. LeBaron Johnson just keeps giving up base runners. At least this time you had them put the ball in play, but there's a leadoff hit for the Cardinals, and there you go. So here comes the power hitting left-hander Braden Montgomery. And it's going to be 1-0 here. So hasn't been a great game for LeBaron Johnson. He's at 53 pitches. Texas might have to go to the bullpen earlier than anticipated as he threw so many pitches in that second inning. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside and swung on by Montgomery. It wasn't a great pitch from LeBaron, but somehow gets the swing and miss from Braden Montgomery. 17 home runs on the year for him. He's a big power guy. 1-1. That one's just on the outside. That's a 2-1 count now. Honestly, could be 3-0 if Montgomery didn't swing at that terrible pitch. I mean, LeBaron's command, I think, is just, I don't know if he has it today, man. His command's been so off since the first inning. That one's down the dirt, and that's ball three. And to be honest, even though there is a strike up on the scoreboard, he hasn't thrown a pitch anywhere near the zone this at bat. 3-1 count here to Montgomery, and here's the pitch, and that one's down, and that's ball four. So LeBaron walks in for the second inning in a row. Stanford's got runners on first and second, no outs. And LeBaron Johnson, man, he is just not pitching his game today, man. I don't know what is going on with him, but I just don't get it. I mean, the, that at bat was a horrible at bat for him. I mean, every single pitch was not close to the strike zone. And now you're getting into the heart of this order. You got to figure it out, man, because you don't want to. Now it's 1-0 at this moment, but it could quickly turn into a 4-5-0 game. You put yourself in a really big hole. LeBaron's struggling right now, big time, and now he just has to continue to go on and try to get through this rough patch. Here's the pitch, and that one's down in the dirt. Another ball from LeBaron Johnson. As here is Alberto Rios to the plate. This is not an easy hitter to figure it out against. He walked in the first inning. In the second inning, he can clearly knows what he's doing. That's a good pitch though from LBJ in there for a strike. The 1-1. Nearing 60 pitches in the third inning, dude. 1-1 here. That one swung on and grounded to third base foul. And now a 1-2 count. The 1-2 here to Rios. That one's grounded foul once again. So this has been the problem with LeBaron today is he just cannot get the Ks. These guys, these Stanford hitters will stay in there and keep fouling off pitches, and then eventually LeBaron will throw a couple balls, and then he'll walk them or he'll give up a hit. I mean, this has not been a good day for him. And Travis Staley getting warmed up in the pen. And that ball is rocked by Rios out to left field. Back at the track is Brown, and he makes the catch. Tagging up from second is not going to be the man at second, but my goodness, very scary moment for Texas baseball fans as that ball was nearly crushed, dude. Good hit from Rios. Got worried for a second that we were about to have a 4-0 ball game. Thank goodness. That is there like heavy wind out today or something, dude? Because man, I thought that was gone when he hit it. Man, told my Here comes Malcolm Moore to the plate for the Stanford Cardinals. Moore has had a great regional as he lines this one hard to first. Thomas makes the play for one, and now throw back to third. Will be not out, but Texas not able to convert the double play. But Thomas does a good job getting the lead runner, and he does a great job grounding that ball. So 2 out here in the top of the third. Runners on the corners for Stanford. It's Malcolm Moore able to get to first base, but a nice play by Jared Thomas to get the runner at second. Guess not the lead runner technically, but good play. And so here we go. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Runners in the corners for the Cardinals. Bowser hits that one hard foul, though. So Malcolm Moore laced that ball, but a great job by Jared Thomas. So Drew Bowser at the dish right now. 0-1 count. And the pitch from LBJ down low for a ball. So Oral Roberts, crazy, man. What a year. 1-1 count. That one's hammered out to left field. Brown is under it, makes the catch, and that is the end of the inning. So once again, Stanford gets guys on base, but they're not able to get anybody across. So Stanford leads 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. And the thing that sucks for Stanford is they're hitting these balls well. They're just getting brought back in by the wind and caught. I mean, Texas is extremely lucky right now. All right, they switched the channel. Holy crap, man. That ball was crushed. Man, this has been a very scary game, dude. The amount of times that I thought they hit a home run, bro. Oh my gosh. Man. Like that right there, dude, was just I don't like all these pitches that they're hitting just feel like they're gonna fly out, and somehow they're staying in the park right now. Quinn Matthews has been sharp early on, getting Dylan Campbell, Garrett Guillemette, Jalen Flores, and Jack O'Dowd striking out, swinging. I mean, he is looking great so far today. He's only given up a couple hits so far, and through 2 innings, he's given up 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. That's the big thing for Quinn Matthews. He's been pitching well. The senior at Stanford here, no walks. Here's Mitchell Daly to the plate, and that one's in there inside for a strike. Yeah, that's been the difference. LBJ, is only given up 1 run somehow, but he has thrown so many balls and walked. I mean, he keeps walking people. That's the problem. As that's a nice pitch there to Daly, and now an 0-2 count to Mitchell Daly, the junior. He's had some big moments in the tournament as the 9 hitter. Had the big he put the ball in play yesterday, and a good thing happened. Eddie Park and Campbell messed it up in the outfield. He also had a big home run in, I believe, the Louisiana game? Is that one's low for a ball. But Quinn Matthews is looking good. His command is there. He's throwing strikes consistently, and that's what matters. 2-2 count here to Quinn Matthews. From Quinn Matthews, that one's high up and that's a 3-2 count to Mitchell Daly. So Texas with a chance to get their first walk of the day as Matthews delivers the full count pitch. That one swung on and hit hard out to right field, and that's a base hit. That one's going to drop. Campbell's going to throw this one in, and Daly will just stay at first with a leadoff single. So Mitchell Daly with a fantastic at bat for Texas, a fantastic AB for Texas right there. As Daly, was down early in the count, but he just squares this one up, drives it out to right field, and the Longhorns got a base runner here in the bottom of the third. So nice hit there. I thought that one was going to loop towards the wall for a second, but guess not. Thought it could have been a double for a second, but great job by Daly to get the hit. And now here comes Jared Thomas, the leadoff hitter for Texas, to the plate. I think he bunted in the first inning, if I'm not mistaken. It's thrown out though. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to JT. He swung on and drives this one out to right field. And that's a base hit. That one's going to the wall. And that one's high off the wall. Daly, where's Daly at? He's rounding third and he is in and he scores. Mitchell Daly scores. And Jared Thomas has a triple. for the Texas Longhorns here in the third. How about that? Jared Thomas rips the first pitch from Quinn Matthews to the wall. And the horn strike first here in Palo Alto. That ball was absolutely rocked, man. This ball was hit perfectly to the wall. And the thing that was beautiful about it was that it just, Campbell had to run so far to get it that Thomas was able to get the triple. All right. It's not 2-1 yet. Here's Peyton Powell up, and he'll take that one for a strike. So Texas is a man on third, no outs here in the bottom of the third. And that's just the way the Longhorns roll, man. Stanford's got to kind of be mad right now. They've had all these base runners and all these hits and all these walks, and Texas has tied the game with just getting 2 hits here in this third inning. As here's Powell, he'll take that one for a strike. Texas scores in bunches. That's just the way they play baseball. It's not always the best, but it's exciting when it happens. And when these guys get in a groove, they can string a bunch of hits together, a bunch of extra base hits. Jared Thomas has been phenomenal for them, and so fun to watch Jared Thomas play, man. He is fast. Great first baseman. The 0-2 to Powell. Swung on in the dirt and missed. That's strike number 3. So Powell goes down quickly as Matthews gets his 5th K of the day. And that will bring up Dylan Campbell. So hopefully Texas does not strand a runner at third here. They got 2 more outs, though. It's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Powell just chased that down the dirt. And that's a great pitch. So here comes Dylan Campbell to the plate. He struck out in the first inning, and now seeing Matthews the second time, we'll see how this goes. Campbell's been phenomenal for Texas down the stretch, and he's a beast. That ball is popped out to left field. Back at the wall, it will be caught. And now here comes Thomas tagging up. He's a fast man. He'll slide in safe, and a run scores, and Texas takes the lead. So Dylan Campbell hit that ball well, squared it up. Unfortunately, it is caught, but luckily for Texas, it scores the run, and the Longhorns have the lead here in the bottom of the third. Great work there by Dylan Campbell. Again, it stinks. I think that ball is hit pretty well, but great job by Jared Thomas to tag up and score. And now here comes Jared Giamette to the plate. Now we'll be outside for a ball. So Texas had not really, they had gotten a couple singles here and there, but nothing crazy early on. And then this inning, the big triple by Jared Thomas to score home Mitchell Daly. And that's just how important that AB was for Mitch to, just work the count on Quinn Matthews. And there you go. 1-1 count here to Garrett Giamette is down low for a ball. So the 2-1 count. So Texas 2-1 count. And G-Wagon will ground this one to third. Throw is in there, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the fourth here. The Longhorns leading 2-1 over the Cardinals. When Matthew's a little frustrated here, and he's looking a little frustrated in there in the dugout. Baron Johnson throws that one for a ball. LeBaron throws that one just a bit high in a 2-0 count. See, bro, like this is the problem with LeBaron today. Is like the bottom of the order is up here, man. Get the outs, dude. I don't know what LBJ is doing, man. He needs to get these guys out. That's a good pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. He's, they had the bullpen warming up. Might bring in Travis Staley, a long reliever for Texas there. As Campbell ground that one to short, Daly makes the play and throws him out at first and retiring Campbell for the first out. Now Wake Forest game is going to be so tough, man. There's a pitch from LBJ that's fouled off to the backstop. Yeah, when the bottom of the order guys are up, you just got to take advantage. Timo Becerra batting ninth is hitting 318, so I mean that's very good. But yeah, you need to get these outs. Here is the pitch. That one is going to be down low, 1-1. That one swung on and missed right there by from LBJ. 1-2 count. 1-2 to Becerra. That one's down low. The pitch is grounded from Becerra, and that one is down the line. That is a base hit for Becerra. He's rounding first, heading for second. He'll be in there with a stand-up double for the Cardinals here in the fourth inning. So a nice hit there by Timo Becerra, and just right down that third base line. I mean, this was just over that third baseline fair. Oh, here's Eddie Park in the top of the order here for Stanford. That one's great frame there from Garrett, but it's going to be a ball. So Eddie Park is in there right now, a 1-0 count. And a big swing and miss from Park right there, bringing up the 1-1. So 77 pitches for LeBaron Johnson Jr. That one's down the dirt, blocked by Giamet. Here's the 2-1. Pitch is grounded from Park to short. Daly throwing, and they got him at third. What a play by Mitchell Daly to throw to third to get the lead runner. And the Longhorns What a play by Daly getting the lead runner out at third, and now a fielder's choice for Stanford. But man, that is a tough situation for Stanford as Becerra just ran after it here, and Daly turns his body to third and makes a great throw and a nice tag applied there by Peyton Powell to get the out at third. That's one of those plays that if it doesn't work out, it's a huge, huge mistake. But I mean, Becerra was long out right there. Tommy Troy hits one high in the air out to right field, and this one's going to go to the wall. That is going to get down. Troy rounds second, and Park is going to go to the plate, and he is in safe, and Stanford has tied the game on a double by Tommy Troy. Troy has been remarkable for Stanford, and he just continues to ball out here as he just first pitch from LBJ sends this one out into right field and drops down right there. I mean, that's just a great play. And, with a guy like Eddie Park running the bases, he's going to be safe at home. Yeah, I mean, it was a decent throw from the outfield, but really just not much you can do there from Dylan Campbell's perspective. So, tough situation there for Texas. They took the lead in the bottom half of the third, but then Stanford quickly able to tie the game as Tommy Troy just continues to dominate in the NCAA tournaments. I mean, this guy is phenomenal, and in that situation right there, you need your best players to step up in the elimination games, and that's why Stanford's been so successful in these elimination games. Tommy Troy, dominant, dominant Tommy Troy. So here comes who's up here. This is Graham to the plate, facing LeBaron Johnson. Swung on and missed down low, and that'll be strike number one. So Stanford, with their backs against the wall, gave up a couple runs last inning, but luckily for them, Tommy Troy is a beast. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed again from Graham. And now an 0-2 count here for LeBaron Johnson, who's at 82 pitches here in the pitch from LeBaron. Swung on and missed, strike three, and that is going to end the top of the fourth. The Longhorns do give up the lead. The Longhorns do give up a run, but the game is still tied here in the bottom of the fourth. So head to the bottom of the fourth. This game is tied. Big inning for Stanford right there, man. I mean, it's tough. They were getting a lot of guys on base early on in this one, but they just were not driving them in. Tommy Troy does a great job putting the ball into a tough spot in the outfield for Texas to make a play, and just a massive hit from him, man. That's just a game changing hit. Game changing hit. So here we go. The Longhorns give up the lead. Well, no, not the lead. They didn't give up the lead, but yeah, 2-2 game here in the bottom of the fourth, and now Porter Brown comes to the plate. Here's the pitch to Brown. That is swung on a check swing. That it was a strike because Porter Brown just kind of tried to hold up a little too late. So Quinn Matthews, not a good third inning from Quinn Matthews, but he's looking to get his form back here in the fourth. Yeah, it was not a good inning from Quinn Matthews though, man. He gave up a couple hits. Jared Thomas, boom, that was a great hit from JT. Here's the pitch to Brown, and that one swung on a big hack miss there on the 82 mile per hour pitch from Quinn Matthews, and now a 1-2 count here. So yeah, Matthews was dealing the other innings. I mean, he's given up about a hit per inning so far today, and that's just been the way it's gone. As here's the pitch, and that one is in there, and strike three to Brown. Great at bat, Quinn Matthews did there. That was a great at bat from Quinn Matthews there. Every pitch was in the strike zone for the most part, really dealing, and nice little frame there from Malcolm Moore there on the outside. A little outside maybe, but a good frame from Moore. And now here comes Eric Kennedy to the plate, the veteran of this Texas team. A lot of young guys. That's a beautiful slider from Quinn Matthews in there for a strike. This is the veteran of the team, man. A lot of young guys like JT and Jalen Flores and dudes like that. But then you got a big veteran in EK who's been the veteran presence on this team. He's been to Omaha a couple times in his career, and he knows what's up, which is good for a team that's got some young guys. 1-1 count, and that one is not a good pitch. Kennedy chases it down low in the dirt, and now a 1-2 count here. So Matthews has not had a 1-2-3 inning today, but he's working on a potential one right now as he's got Kennedy in a 1-2 count. And the payoff pitch swung on and grounded off the glove of Matthews. It's going to be a tough play. Kennedy's fast, and there's no play. That is going to be another hit there for Eric Kennedy. And this is just a tough play to make here. As going back to the third inning, I guess they're going back to the third inning here on the broadcast. I mean, this is just what Texas is able to do: string a couple hits together. Jared Thomas ripping this ball down to right field. Easy run for Mitchell Daly, and then Dylan Campbell got a decent amount on that ball, but luckily for Texas, at least it drove in a run. But yeah, great job there from Kennedy. Again, always a hustler, and he's able to get in there. So here's Jalen Flores to the plate with a runner on first, one out. And Matthews will go to first, looking to pick off Eric Kennedy. So Jalen Flores had a huge grand slam in the last game in the Coral Gables Regional. Flores hit a massive grand slam for Texas in that one. See if he can get another big hit today, as that one is in there for a strike from Quinn Matthews. So yeah, Kennedy does a great job there, running hard down that first base line. And I mean, again, that's just the veteran leadership of EK. Veteran plays. As Kennedy's speed certainly a threat, so Matthews looking over at first base, making sure that he makes it happen. He doesn't let Kenny go. David Pierce has made 3 of the last 4 College World Series, as Matthews just seems to be really bothered by Eric Kennedy there over at first base, as he just keeps going, trying to pick him off. I don't know what's going on, man, but Quinn Matthews just is bothered by Kennedy over there first. See if he finally throws it. And he will go back, another pickoff attempt on Eric Kennedy. So I don't know what's going on, man, but Quinn Matthews just seems to be completely paranoid by Kennedy over there at first base. I don't know if he'll ever throw another pitch, man. The 0-1 count. Swung on and missed there by Flores. And now 0-2. That might mess with Jalen Flores as well, because again, the pitcher's controlling the tempo, keep continuously picking off Kennedy over there first. It messes with the hitter a little bit, because he, can't really get his tempo down. Here's the 0-2 from Matthews, and he'll throw back to first. Another pickoff attempt on Eric Kennedy. That's like the 4th or 5th pickoff attempt this at bat. So, yeah, Quinn Matthews is a tad paranoid. Here's the 0-2 as he looks over at first. Throws, and that one is in there. Strike three to Flores. So Flores down on strikes for the second time today, and now it will be Jack O'Dowd to the plate for Texas. It's Jack O'Dowd, he's a guy who is a lefty. Lefty on lefty matchup, not ideal here, especially, O'Dowd, not one of the better hitters in the order, but we'll see what he can do here with a man on first. Jack O'Dowd. So two outs here, and now here comes Jack O'Dowd to the plate. Pitch is swung on and driven foul by O'Dowd, and that'll be an 0-1 count. One thing that I got to give Matthews a lot of credit for is I feel like every single count he's ahead. He seems to always throw that strike on the first pitch. Always gets in the zone. Always tests the hitter. That's one thing that Matthews does a really good job of. Here in the bottom of the fourth, 0-1 count here as Matthews continues to look over at first base. And another ball fouled off by O'Dowd, so an 0-2 count here. Jack O'Dowd, I believe he struck out his last at bat. So here's the 0-2 from Jack O'Dowd. That one's just a bit outside. Nice attempt of a frame from Moore. So David Pierce and the Longhorns, I guess they've made 3 of the last 4 men's College World Series. So this is a Texas team that has, done a lot. Now, not this Texas team in particular, as Kennedy nearly got picked off there first. But this was supposed to be kind of a rebuilding year for the Texas Longhorns. Lost a lot of their talent from last year's team. Ivan Melendez, Murphy Staley, Silas Ardoin, Pete Hansen, a lot of great players they lost. As O'Dowd fouls it off to stay alive. But this year's Texas team has been extremely resilient. A young roster with a lot of new pieces. Porter Brown and guys like that who have come in. I mean, I'm thinking about the team from last year. There are a couple holdovers. Lucas Gordon's still here. LeBaron Johnson's still here. Of course, Dylan Campbell's still here as Matthews continue to try to pick off Eric Kennedy, who's also been here for quite some time now. But yeah, there's still some holdovers, but a lot of fresh faces and new guys. In Texas, this team has exceeded expectations by a lot. The 1-2 here to Jack O'Dowd, and it'll be once again another pickoff attempt at first for Eric Kennedy. As Matthews just not allowing that man to move. But yeah, I mean, just going back, last year's team looks completely different from this year's team, and this team has made it one win away from Omaha, so that's pretty impressive. The 1-2 swing and a miss there from O'Dowd, high and away, and O'Dowd goes down swinging. End of the fourth, Texas gets a base runner, but nothing else. And we'll head to the fifth inning. This game is tied up at 2. Here we are on the top of the fifth. LeBaron Johnson still going. Where's Montgomery? Ball swung on and lined out to left field. That will bounce in front of Brown for a base hit. Get off base runner for Stanford here. Here comes Alberto Rios. Here's the pitch to Rios. That's one swung on and fouled off. So, yeah, Alberto Rios is a guy who's been huge for Stanford as well. I mean, they got so many big guys in the lineup. Rios, Troy, Montgomery, a lot of great hitters. Here's the 0-1 to Rios. That one swung on and popped up foul. And I'm very surprised that this game is still tied. With the way LeBaron Johnson's pitched today, it hasn't been his best outing at all. You know, has not been good for him. And it's unfortunate because he is a good pitcher. And the damage has been limited to 2 runs, which is pretty fortunate. If you watch the game, man, and you see the amount of trouble he's been in, it's pretty much a miracle that this game's tied. 0-2 and a swing and a miss to Rios, and that is a strikeout. Great work there from LeBaron Johnson as he gets Rios down on strike. Yeah, it's a miracle that he has given up. I mean, the amount of chances that Stanford's had in this game is crazy. They've hit some good balls, well hit, and they just haven't fallen. That Montgomery hit was well hit, and it was a hit though. So LeBaron Johnson, 6 hits and 4 walks today with 4 strikeouts as well. And he's looking to get through 5 here. He's at 90 pitches, and he faces Malcolm Moore here. And LeBaron will throw back to first. Montgomery is safe. That's the ball that'll be outside the zone from LBJ. So Malcolm Moore had a nice single earlier in the day. He hit this one. He had a nice ball up the middle. Dowd couldn't play it. It was a nice hit. 1-0 count as LeBaron will go back to first, and Montgomery has to slide in there quickly. One 0 count here to LeBaron Johnson, and he'll go back to first, looking to just pick off Montgomery. I mean, it's kind of like last inning with Eric Kennedy. You know, I mean, I guess LeBaron's a tad paranoid by by Montgomery right now, and he's just trying to get in his head or something. Here's the pitch to Malcolm Moore. That one swung on the dirt. Malcolm Moore is like the weirdest stance. I mean, it works for him. He's a great hitter, but it has been he has such a weird stance, dude. Like he like gets up real close, and his feet are weird, and also his left foot, or is that which was that? His right foot just shakes, bro. Like I can see that thing like shake, 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 shake before every pitch. It's crazy. Like that. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, man. 1-1 count. Moore grounds this one hard foul. 1-2 now. 1-2 count. And he'll go back to first, looking for another pickoff. Texas has had Staley warming up in the pen for a while. Say Steele. They've had him warming up in the pen for a while. As that one's low to more for a ball. I mean, with LBJ nearing 100 pitches, I guess the goal is to get him through 5 and then let Steele take over. I mean, that's the ideal situation, I think. So here's the 2-2 to Moore. That one's going to be fouled off by Malcolm Moore, and then we'll keep the count alive. So Montgomery was ready to go. The 2-2 to Moore is fouled off once again. I hate. Ooh, dang. Garrett's taking a couple tough ones today, man. 2-2 coming up. Garrett is so tough, bro. Like, he's a tough guy, man. Taking a couple foul balls today. 2-2, and now another pickoff attempt from LeBaron Johnson. Another 2-2. This one's high in the air out to left field, and that one's going to get down into the corner. And Montgomery is going to score, and Stanford takes the lead. What an AB from Malcolm Moore, man. What a phenomenal that. I mean, the dude stayed in there the whole way and just finally got something. And Montgomery on the hit and run was ready to go, and this ball goes down right into that corner, and that's just an easy run for Stanford. Tough, tough pill to swallow, man. Such a tough AB. I mean, you got to give the guy credit. That AB was unbelievable. The guy and David Pierce is coming out. I think that is going to be it for LeBaron Johnson today. Not his best work. And yeah, it wasn't his best day, man. They were barreling up balls on him. Lots of walks. Hasn't been a good day for him, man. Especially compared to last week's masterclass against Miami. I know the plan was to get LeBaron Johnson through 5, but I don't know, man. He just did not have it today, dude. I can't blame David Pierce for not pulling him sooner. Man. Well, Stanford has taken the lead back, and yeah, I mean, Moore has been killing us. Stanford has been on LBJ today, man. They've been seeing what he's been throwing, and they know what they're doing. They've had a great, they've done a great job on LBJ today. Here comes Travis Steele in the pitch. He'll throw a ball right there to who's this up for Stanford here? Bowser, I think. 3-2 ball game here in the top of the fifth. That's a pitch in there for a strike from Steele. So more on second base. He's had a great series for Stanford. He's been amazing this series, and he gives them the lead here in game two with that double. Steele with the pitch. That one is inside. Nice attempt at a frame there from Jimette, but nothing too much. Um, 2-1 count here to Bowser. Swung on and laced high in the air out to left, back at the wall, and that ball's gone. Run from Bowser. It is a 5-2 game. Stanford starting to get things going here in the fifth, man. I mean, it has been a terrible inning for Texas. And the thing is, I was kind of waiting for it to happen, if we're being honest. Just the way we've been playing today has been terrible. The way we've been pitching has been awful. Stanford should have had the runs earlier, and they're finally starting to take advantage. And it's just a bad pitch. Bowser's a power hitter. He squares it up, gets the barrel on it. And now Steele has to come back to try to get us out of the inning. We were down 5-2 yesterday, and we came back, but that's in there for a ball. This one's gonna be grounded foul. That ball was crushed, man. It's been such a tough. This has been such a tough place to hit home runs in. Campbell grounds this one up the middle, and that's gonna be a base hit. Steele couldn't get his glove on it. Man, bro. Our pitching sucks tonight, man. And this is the bottom of the order raking on us right now, man. We really let the bottom of the order just continuously rake, bro. What are we doing? Our pitching is so bad today, man. And look, you knew Stanford was going to play well today. It was a guarantee. The way that you knew Stanford was going to come out and give it your all. It's just how it was going to be. Stanford was going to come out today and play their best, and LeBaron Johnson did not pitch his best. Eventually, he gave up way too much, and I don't know what to man. I mean, it's just I don't know. Again, I can't say I'm surprised. I knew Stanford was going to come out and give us their all. Unfortunately, I just expected LeBaron Johnson to pitch better than he did today, and Travis Steele is not very good. I mean, his ERA is bad, and he gives up a lot of hard contact. That's a nice play by Thomas, though. For one, can they get the two? Throws off the bag, and it's going to be safe at first. Nearly turned two there, though, so at least there's that. Again, the game's not over yet. We got time to have a big inning like we did yesterday, but it is disappointing that, you know, we were tied going into this inning, and we just haven't, we've just been allowing them to get hit after hit after hit. Stanford's looked good today. They've had some big opportunities, and they were down 2-1 earlier. Now they've scored 4 unanswered runs, and now here they're at the top of their order. Eddie Park up now. And yeah, LeBaron Johnson, again, not a great outing from him today. Compared to what he's been doing lately, that was terrible. I mean, he did not pitch well. His command was off the whole day. He got drilled a couple times. I mean, honestly, like I said, this is probably what the score should be. Stanford's been threatening the whole game. I feel like they've been threatening the whole game. They've hit a couple of balls really nicely, and lucky for us, that's gonna unlucky for us that they finally got something going. Is that it's gonna be a bad either? I think that might have been a pass ball on Diamet there. That's gonna go to the backstop and allow the runner to go from first to second. Yeah, that's a pass ball. That's on a obviously it's a ball. Like, it's not a great pitch, but that's got to be one that Garrett has to catch. I don't know what's going on there, man. We're in scoring position here for Stanford. Eddie Park, 1-0 count, and that one is down the dirt. Stop there by Garrett. 2-0 here is Travis Steele struggling to do anything right now. That one's outside for a ball. Close play. Eddie Park's a good hitter for a reason. He takes that for a strike. He's a good hitter for a reason. I mean, this is a guy who's just an absolute. He's an absolute beast at the leadoff spot. He takes a ground ball. Nice play by O'Dowd. Throw to first, out, and that is the end of the inning. Not a good inning for Texas as Stanford's able to add on 3 runs in the inning and take the lead. Led to the bottom of the fifth with a 5-2 lead for the Cardinals. Stanford doing what they need to do today. I mean, again, you're facing elimination, going against LeBaron Johnson in a huge, huge place today from Stanford. Now, Texas, it's their opportunity to make something happen. Quinn Matthews out there in the bottom of the fifth, looking to get out of the game here, and with a W. Stanford let that one slip away yesterday, as their manager just said. And that's true. Stanford should be up 1-0 in this series right now. I mean, they made a lot of mistakes in yesterday's game, and yeah, that's a game that you hate to lose. That one's inside the daily. But the thing about this Texas team is you can never count them out. They were down 5-2 in the last game and they came back. All it takes is a couple hits and you're back in the game. 2-1 to Daly. That one swung on in line foul, so bring up a 2-2 count. But yeah, I mean, this game is far from over, but it is unfortunate that you did give up 3 runs last inning, and that home run was a killer. It's going to be tough to hit home runs in this polo grounds type stadium, you know. It's so hard to hit dingers in the stadium, but great hit by Bowser to do it. Here's Daly swing and a miss, and that's strike three. Matthews retires Daly for the first out of the inning. And Stanford, I mean, yesterday, the thing that Quinn Matthews is doing that other guys on Stanford haven't been able to do is throw strikes consistently. I mean, we saw yesterday in the late innings, especially that ninth inning, Stanford's closer completely struggled throwing strikes and allowed Texas free bases. And I don't think Matthews has a lot of free pass all day. That's huge, you know, because walks kill you. Here's Powell to the plate. That is a nasty pitch that's just going to be ball, though, but really good pitch from Quinn Matthews. I got to say, man, Quinn Matthews has been so good, dude. I mean, he's got some great pitches. Some of those just kind of drop in there in the strike zone. It's crazy. The 1-0 and check swing from Powell, and they'll say he didn't go around, so it'll be a 2-0 count here to Peyton Powell. Oh, I'm dumb. This is Jared Thomas. I'm so dumb. Jared Thomas at the plate. 2-0 count to JT. That ball swung on and hit foul. I thought that one might be a lace into left field. Instead, it is a foul ball. Unfortunate for me. I was wrong. 2-1 count. I love Jared Thomas, man. Snake Farm. Pitch is swung on hard and missed there by JT. Here's the pitch to Thomas. That one's just a bit low. That's going to be ball three. So the full count coming up here to Jared Thomas, who's been one of the best players in this Longhorns team. He's a fantastic guy, great player. The full count pitch swung on and grounded to first base. This is going to be played by the first baseman for the out. And Thomas will be out. And now we'll Peyton Powell to the plate. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. And hey, man, Thomas did what he had to do, protect the plate there, and that's all. And, you know, here comes Peyton Powell. That's a pitch right there and there. 0-2 count here from Quinn Matthews. The 0-2 is high to Powell, so we'll bring a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 to Powell. Swung on and fouled back. Bring him the 1-2 count. 1-2 to Powell. That one's down the dirt. That'll be a ball. Two to Powell. That one's outside. Another full count here for the Longhorns. Three-two count. That is a beauty in there to Powell, and it strikes him out. And that the end of the fifth inning, so we'll head to the top of the sixth as Stanford leads right now 5-2. Here we are in the bottom of the sixth. I haven't been here for the last half inning, but now I'm back for the bottom of the sixth as Matthews continuing to dominate. He faces Dylan Campbell. He's got him missing right now. Campbell's over 1 today. He had a sac fly. Also had a strikeout. So he'll take the ball right there. So 1-2 count to Dylan Campbell and 5-2 lead for Stanford right now. 1-2 to Campbell. Swung on and hit out to right field. This one's back, and right fielder for Stanford named Campbell goes out and makes the catch, and one away here in the sixth. So, yeah, man, it's been Dylan Campbell has just not had his best day, but Quinn Matthews has been sharp. He gave up a couple runs early, but he has been absolutely locked in since that inning, and Texas has had a couple base runners, but nothing special. Here's Garrett Giamet. He'll take that strike from Quinn Matthews. So, honestly, dude, we got to work this man's pitch count and then just try to get to the bullpen. I think that's our best chance of winning because right now he is dialed in as he throws a nice strike there to Giamet. He's dialed in right now, and we need to get that man out of the game. The more time we can go at their bullpen, the better. 0-2 count, and Garrett will let that one sink low. But yeah, I think that's our best chance here to win. Yesterday we left it up to the bullpen. We ended up getting to their bullpen, which is nice. Here's the pitch to Garrett, and that one is outside. So Matthews right now is at 90 pitches. So hopefully, again, he'll be done soon. Here's the pitch. And swung on and missed once again. Another strikeout for Quinn Matthews today. His 11th strikeout of the day, and he has been shutting down the Longhorns' bats today, man. Quinn Matthews' average is 119.3 pitches. Like I said, he might not come out. That's in there for a strike to Porter Brown. 1-1 count. One Brown grounds this one to first, and that's through the hole for a base hit. And Porter Brown is going for second, and he's in there with a double. So a 2-out double for Texas, and Porter Brown keeps the inning alive. Nice job, Porter. Nice work. Great work by Porter Brown, though, to extend this and get to second. So here's an opportunity for Texas to cut into the Stanford lead as Eric Kennedy comes up to face Quinn Matthews. That one swung on and grounded foul. A 1 count to Kennedy. Swing and a miss on that pitch down low, and an 0-2 count to Kennedy here. Stanford looking to get us to the seventh inning. Pitch to Kennedy just outside. 1-2 count to Eric Kennedy. And that one's down the dirt for a ball as Quinn Matthews is approaching 100 pitches pretty quickly here. Two to Kennedy here. Two to Kennedy. That one's just outside. Full count. Kennedy sends a shot out to center field. Oh, Park got it though. Eddie Park gets it. Oh, that was a well hit ball, but Eddie Park is there. That one hurts, man. That one hurts. Polo Grounds Field, man. Ah, great play by. I mean, this was not. It was close to the warning track, about warning track shot, but that one hurts, man. That hurt. Well hit ball, but great play by Park to get back on it. Here we go. Steals here for Texas or Staley or Steele. Top seven, 5-2 game, man. That still hurts, man. That Kennedy, I heard it off the bat, man. It sounded like such a good hit. Dude, nice play by Park, though, again. That ball gets down. That's huge, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Drew Bowser. 2-2, and Staley throws that one down low, so now it'll be 3-2. But yeah, great. It's been a great performance today from Stanford and Quinn Matthews. I mean, he was very worried there for a second. That ball was crushed. That ball's lined from Bowser to third. Nice glove by Powell to throw, and a nice pick by Thomas for the out. One away here in the seventh. So yeah, great work there by Peyton Powell. Campbell grounds it to first. Jared Thomas, he'll take it to the bag, and he'll get the out. So yeah, Staley's been huge today for Texas. Here's Sarah, who goes in for the bunt. Strike there from Staley. That pitch was a little high there from Staley. Great pitch there from Staley, and now a 1-2 count here to Becerra. One two, and that one's grounded foul there by Becerra, so it'll be a 1-2 count again. It's just like, man, it's been a tough day for Texas. Here's the pitch on the 1-2, and that will be a ball right there. Staley's 2-2 is down the dirt and a ball. Payoff, that one's fouled out by Becerra. And there, that's ball 4 from Staley. Just inside there from Staley, man. Eddie Park now up there. Park hits that one hard, foul. Well, when the Park is lined hard into left field, foul. Bring a 1-2 count here from Staley, who's done a great job in relief. Nearly 50 pitches in long relief today for LeBaron Johnson. Staley's 1-2 down the dirt. Pick off attempt there from Travis Staley. Two down the dirt, another ball, and that one gets behind Guillermin. That's gonna get the runner Becerra to second. Man, this is what stinks about. Man, like, dude, he was ahead in the count 1-2, and he throws a couple balls. Man, 3-2 and down the dirt, ball four. Tommy Troy, as that pitch is in there for a strike. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this has been as Troy lines on foul. This is a very dangerous AB. The scary thing is that Tommy Troy is very good, but Staley has had a couple of ABs where he's had two strike counts. And he just cannot get out of these counts, man. It's just unfortunate. 0-2 is fouled off by Troy to the backstop. But yeah, just an unfortunate situation here. Hopefully we can get out of this inning. 0-2 count to Tommy Troy, who's been incredible for Stanford. 0-2 down the dirt, stopped by Giamet, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Travis, man. Like, just get out of the inning, dude. Staley's trying to just is just trying to get the in over with. He throws another one outside. Bro, just finish the at bat. I don't understand. It's been their problem all night, pitching wise. LeBaron 2 gets them into a nice little count 1-2, 0-2, 2-2. Have a pitcher's count, and they just cannot finish it off. I don't get it, man. Here's that weird pickoff attempt there from Travis Staley. I just don't get it, bro. Garrett, good to see Garrett J. Mack come out and visit his pitcher, who's, you know, struggling a little bit. He's trying to get this last out, and we'll be fine. Travis, the last out, get out of this inning with a 5-2 deficit instead of like a 7-2 deficit. Has the 0-2 count. Now it's a 2-2 count to Tommy Troy. The pitch, and that's in there for strike three. Great pitch from Travis Daly, and the Longhorns get out of the seventh inning. So we'll go to the stretch here with the Horns leading 5-2. Or not the Horn, I wish. With Stanford, my bad. Stanford leading 5-2 over the Longhorns. Great pitch there from Travis in the inning. So Quinn Matthews is back out there for the seventh inning, and he's looking to just keep on going as Jalen Flores takes that one for a ball. It's a 1-2 count. So it's been a great game for Quinn Matthews, and at 103 pitches, he's still going strong. 1-2 to flow. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Quinn Matthews gets out. So yeah, Quinn Matthews has been dominant tonight, and at 103 pitches, I'm not sure how many more innings he'll go. I mean, could he get the complete game? It's possible, but unlikely. Still throwing good stuff though. He faces Jack O'Dowd here. O'Dowd tried to lay down the bunt. He'll pull it back and take the 1-0 count. So Jack O'Dowd is not a great game today. He's over 2 with a couple strikeouts. He's done about as well as Jalen Flores, who I believe has 3 Ks today. And that one's rocked out to right field, and this one's going to be caught, though, by Campbell for the second out. So a really well-hit ball by O'Dowd. It was right to Campbell in right field for the second out of the inning. So, I mean, hey, man, sometimes you put the ball in play, and it just doesn't work out. It happens. So, 106 pitches on the day for Quinn Matthews. Mitchell Daly in the bottom of the order for Texas here. I mean, that just stinks for O'Dowd, man. That was a well hit ball. Mitchell Daly at the plate right now. That's just a little bit low there from Quinn Matthews. Brings up a 1-1. So Matthews averages about 119 pitches, I guess. So I mean, he can still go, man. He's still going. See, that one's low. But each pitch, we'll see how long he goes. From the looks of it, I don't think he's gonna get the complete game. I mean, I could be wrong, but he's starting to get hit a little bit harder, and I mean, nothing's really happening for Texas. This Daly hits a shot out to left field. That's a moonshot. And that ball's gone. Mitchell Daly rocks one out to left field. And it's 5-3. Texas getting a run back on an absolute bomb from Mitchell Daly. My goodness, that ball was tanked. And Quinn Matthews, my goodness, that ball was absolutely smacked. And Quinn Matthews knew it as soon as that ball was hit. That's a no-doubter. Great job from Daly. Barreled it up and bombed it. Yeah, that ball was crushed, man. So new life into this Texas team now, hopefully, as Mitchell Daly hits a bomb to cut the lead down a run, and now it is 5-3. So this game has just gotten a little more interesting. It's a big hack there from Jared Thomas and strike two. Quinn Matthews looking to get through 7 here. 12 strikeouts on the day for Matthews. He's looking for number 13 here as he faces Jared Thomas. That one's outside. So Matthews right now is at 100 and they updated it. I think he's at 113 pitches right now, which is absurd. He's still going, man. The 1-2 here from Matthews. Down the dirt, got him swing, and that'll end the inning. So Matthews gives up a home run to Daly, but only one. It's a 5-3 lead for Stanford going into the top of the eighth. But again, Texas still clawing back into this game. Mitchell Daly with a bomb. And Texas not out of this one just yet. So a pop out there to Jared Thomas, first out of the inning here for Stanford. As Quinn Matthews puts on the jacket, it's getting a little cold and chilly out there in California. That's a nice little strike there from Travis Staley, who's still in. One count here to Braden Montgomery, who's had 2 for 3 today with a couple singles. He's had a good day today. Montgomery, did he go around it? Umpire says he did. Swing and a miss, strike three. Montgomery's down on strikes quickly. Two away for Stanford here in the eighth. Nice pitch there from Travis Staley. So 5-3, top of the eighth. Texas down by two. And Stanford looking to just keep hold of this win, keep hold of this game, get the win as that ball's popped up into the right side of the infield. And Thomas will come make the catch, and we'll head to the bottom of the eighth here in Palo Alto. With the game 5-3 game here, Travis Staley works it again. The Longhorns are not done yet. Here we go in the bottom of the eighth, and Quinn Matthews is still out there, man. This dude, he might go the whole game. Facing the top of this Texas order, Peyton Powell up first. That's a nice little pitch there from Matthews in there for a strike. So he is still out there working these Texas batters today. And I mean, what a game he's put together for Quinn Matthews. 3 runs given up. But he's been fantastic, dude. I don't know how to else to say it. I mean, aside from like one inning and then maybe a dinger, he's been great. I mean, he's been shutting down the Longhorns tonight. Is Powell with a big rip on the 93-mile-per-hour fastball from Matthews. The 1-2 count coming up. 1-2 here. Down the dirt. Powell doesn't go. So, yeah, this is a big inning for Texas. They do got guys warming up in the pen. Stanford does, just in case. I mean, what Matthews is at 118 pitches, so Nick Duggan warming up in the pen. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Peyton Powell goes down on strikes. 15 strikeouts tonight for Quinn. Oh, that's 14? 14. That guy's a 15 guy. 14 strikeouts for Quinn Matthews today. The ace of the staff has been pitching like an absolute ace, man. 26 strikeout in this tournament overall, leads all pitchers. And tonight has been his masterpiece. So now he'll face Dylan Campbell, someone he's had some success against tonight. That one's going to be just a tad inside, and then it'll be a ball to DC. So, yeah, man. What a day for Quinn Matthews. The pitch is grounded to third, and it's going to be foul from Dylan Campbell. So 1-1 count coming up. But yeah, Dylan Campbell, he's had a couple hits today that have been solidly, hit, but unfortunately, they've been caught. He had a nice little hit earlier in the game for a sac fly. He's been solid today. Had a clutch sac fly for sure. Yeah, man, that was the last time the Texans had the lead was that Dylan Campbell sac fly. Bottom of the eighth here, 1-1 count to DC, 121 pitches for Quinn Matthews. I think this has to be his last inning. I don't know how much more this guy can go. He's throwing 122 pitches. His arm's got to be absolutely tanked right now. He throws down. That is swung on and missed there by Dylan Campbell. But Quinn Matthews' command has been consistently on tonight. He's thrown some great pitches, and yeah, Dylan Campbell is a tough out, and Quinn Matthews has been good against him. That one's way high though. Now full count coming up here to Dylan Campbell. If Dylan Campbell gets on, I think we can pull another comeback for sure. If Campbell's walked here, then the tying run will come to the plate. The 3-2 to Campbell. Swung on and grounded foul. Now bring up a 3-2 count. It's possible. I mean, we get a guy on base, a home run, just like that. It's a 2-run game. So here we go. 3-2 count to Campbell. That one's fouled off. I don't know if that one was a little inside, might have been ball, but better be safe than sorry there. 126 pitches for Quinn Matthews, and he's got an 8-pitch at bat against Dylan Campbell right now. The 3-2 count to Campbell. Down low, and that's ball 4. So Campbell is on, and the tying run for the Longhorns coming to the plate in the form of Garrett Giamet, who's had a tough day-to-day against Quinn Matthews. He struck out a couple times. He's been chasing a lot of pitches, but here he is a chance to tie this game up. And we won out here in the bottom of the 8th. Man on first. No bigger situation. Texas not going away easy, man. Quinn Matthews had a great game. He's been pitching well, but 127 pitches is a lot on the arm. So here it is. Garrett Giamet at the plate here. And that one is in there for a strike from Matthews. So 0-1 count here to Garrett. 0 for 3 on the day with a couple strikeouts against Quinn Matthews. Here's the pitch from Matthews. That one swung on and fouled off by Garrett. Bring up an 0-2 count. So, yeah, this has got to be the last inning for Quinn Matthews, though. This has to be it. There's no way it's not. 0-2 count to Garrett. Nice little frame from Moore, but that's going to be a ball, so a 1-2 count. 130 now for Quinn Matthews. Jeez. 130 pitches, bro. My goodness. This has got a freaking robot arm. The 1-2 here to Garrett. That's one's outside. 2-2 count. Good eye from Garrett. He likes to take a lot of wild swings and things like that to try to, hit home runs, but he's standing in there right now and he's working the count, which is great to see. 2-2 count to Garrett. Here's the pitch. That one is in there in strike 3. What a pitch from Quinn Matthews as he gets Garrett Giamet down on strikes for the 3rd time today. What a pitch there from Quinn Matthews. You guys are listening to the stream. Consider subscribing. That was a beauty there. Might have been a nice little frame, too, from Moore. I mean, that one was a little... that was good. That was good. A little high, maybe. I don't know. Good frame, though. Good pitch. I don't know. Like, Garrett was just kind of... I don't know. I don't know why he didn't swing at that. Here we go. Two down here in the eighth for Porter Brown. He had a massive hit yesterday that gave Texas the win, and now here's his chance to make another big play. As Allen's in there for a strike from Matthews. So Porter Brown at the plate right now. 0-1 count to Porter Brown. Swung on and bounced foul. And that'll bring up an 0-2 count. Again, the announcers bring up a good point. Quinn Matthews, this will be the final time he ever pitches in this stadium. 4-year guy, getting his degree. He's had, this is the final. This could be the final pitch he ever throws as a Cardinal. Crowd on their feet. 0-2 to Brown. Swung on and grounded to second. Play there and that is the inning. Brown grounds out, and Texas leaves the one-man stranded. Head to the top of the ninth. 5-3. 5-3 Stanford lead. Quinn Matthews able to get it done. 8 innings of 3-run ball, and just a phenomenal performance from Quinn today. Gotta give the man his props. He's pitched. We heard that he was the ace of the staff, and he has 100% been the ace of the staff today, man. If you are listening to the stream, be sure to click that subscribe button for me. Helps with the channel a bunch. But yeah, that right there is good pitching from Quinn Matthews today. He has been phenomenal all day. But yeah, man, what a day for Quinn Matthews though. He pitched phenomenally today. He was there. He was on his A game today. So yeah, man, just unfortunate, but a really good game from him. He struck out like 15 guys, and his command was on. The fact that he was able to go as deep into the game as he did, like the amount of pitches that he threw is absurd. Like I said, robot arm from that man, crazy. But he's doing it, man. He's doing it. So shout out to him. Unfortunately, it's going to take another ninth inning rally from Texas that they want to advance. So we'll see if they can do it. But yeah, man, if you are listening, be sure to click that subscribe button. Hopefully, there will not be a stream tomorrow for the Texas Longhorns. Hopefully, we'll win the game today, and the next stream will be in Omaha. But if not, then I'll probably be here tomorrow for the next stream. Click that subscribe button if you don't want to miss that. And yeah, here we go. We're heading to the top of the ninth here. Texas looking to hold Stanford and then try to get some ninth inning magic. I mean, they were down last game. They were down in the ninth inning by a couple runs, and they clutched up and ended up winning. So you never know, man. Travis Staley out there for another inning of work for Texas here as he looks to just finish off the night. Shout out to Travis Staley. Whether they win or lose this game, he's done a terrific job. He did give up a 2-run home run like the first pitch, but ever since then, he's been phenomenal. As Malcolm Moore lines a single out to right field, that's a base hit. And Sammer's got a man on here in the ninth. He's been raking today. But Travis Staley he's been unstoppable today, man. He's been really good. He's came in long relief for LeBaron Johnson, who threw a lot of pitches, and we haven't had to go that deep into our bullpen because obviously, if we end up playing tomorrow, you don't want to put yourself in that situation where your bullpen guys are tired. And so, if Travis can get out of this ninth inning, that'd be nice. Giving up no runs, ideally no runs given up, and he's able to complete the inning. So Quinn Matthews with a career day in his what was most likely his final start, or what could be his final start as a Cardinal. 15 strikeouts, a career high, 8 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits and 3 runs, but only 1 walk. I mean, the command for Quinn Matthews was phenomenal today. 1 walk is crazy. The fact that he went out there, he didn't walk anybody, his command was on the whole time. Like I feel like I said this earlier, every single AB for Matthews, it felt like the guy was just getting ahead of our hitters every at bat. He had guys freezing up, he had guys missing. That's what it takes, man. When you pound the strike zone, good things happen. As Staley throws a pitch that'll be popped up into the right field foul, goes into the Stanford pen, or maybe actually, never mind. But yeah, phenomenal night from him. He was great. gave Stanford their chance. I mean, again, when I guess that's what Stanford was thinking is, hey, if we end up dropping game one, or I mean, I understand the thinking from Stanford is as David Pierce is coming out to the mound, so I'll hold that thought for a second. Pierce is coming out to the mound here, and I think from Pierce is talking here, but yeah. So I mean that's a decent strategy, Stanford. If Stanford could have won yesterday and then had Quinn Matthews on the hill today, that would have been obviously the ideal situation. But even at the end of the day, you're in an elimination game having your best pitcher going at it. Meanwhile, Texas, LeBaron Johnson's good and he's been really good lately, but today was not his day, man. Sometimes it's just not your day, but clearly wasn't LeBaron Johnson's day. Unfortunately, he was not good today. We kind of got lucky that we didn't give up more runs early on. Then eventually Stanford got things going. But yeah, so Quinn Matthews, big baller today, and now in the top of the ninth, a 1-2 count. David Pierce took a mound visit to Travis Staley, and now Staley's back out there. He's at 67 pitches today, which is crazy. He's been a good job. He's done a great job in long relief today. As that one's a little inside to Stanford right there. Who is that Bowser, bro? 2-2 count here from Staley. Swing and a miss. Strike three from Travis Staley. And that's the first out of the inning here in the top of the ninth, and a big strikeout for Travis. So the only guy, Stanford better go with some different options in the pen because the options that they had in the pen yesterday were awful, man. They really blew that game. And again, the play in center field and with Park and Campbell was a big reason for that. But the fact that whoever their closer was yesterday completely blew the game for them. I mean, walking multiple guys, hitting Flores. I don't really get it, man. I don't know what they're doing. So Born Campbell out there, and he'll try to bunt doesn't pull back in time, and that's going to be a strike there. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I hopefully for Texas' sake, the guy in the pen right now is terrible, like the other two guys were yesterday. Stanford's bullpen was not great yesterday, but 0-1 count here. Travis Staley off the rubber here, 70 pitches. So it's like we had two guys going deep in this game. I think LeBaron Johnson went like four and a third or something like that, and then Travis Staley has worked the rest of the way. So looking to get the final two outs here, and then it will be up to the Longhorns bats. 0-1 count. Campbell trying to bunt, and he does. He places down a perfect bunt. Throw to first, and it's dropped by O'Dowd at first, and a perfectly placed bunt by Campbell. And 2 on here in the ninth. ESPN scoreboard messed up there for a second, but oh man. Again, a perfect bunt for sure. Great bunt here from Saborn Campbell. And right here, Thomas fields it, throws it. You get the out, but just O'Dowd dropped it. Man. Come on, Jack O'Dowd, man. We needed you to get that, bro. That's a huge miscue. You needed him to field that or make that catch. You getting out. And David Pierce is coming out to the mound for the second time this inning, so I think that's going to be the day for Travis Staley. Got to give Travis Staley his props, man. He had a great game today. Really did a fantastic job. Is he pulling Staley, bro? There's no way you make two mound visits in one inning and don't pull. Like, dude, Jack O'Dowd, man. We need that play. We need that out. Man. Is Mike Trout batting? No. Mike Trout's in the bigs, man. Um, that's such an unfortunate situation, man. You just hate to see that Jack O'Dowd dropping that ball at first base. Mm, LSU will beat Texas. LSU's really good. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It was a good bunt. I mean, that guy Campbell has been trying to bunt like the whole game. Like everything, almost every single at bat with a guy on, the guy's like pulled in, looking for a bunt. So not surprising, but man, that just hurts. Winner of this series will face Wake Forest on Friday, which is crazy, man. I mean, Wake Forest is something else, dude. I mean, 22 runs today against Alabama. Like, that is going to be a really tough first game in the College World Series. Andre Duplantier on the mound for Texas today. He's been a pretty solid reliever for them this year, and he's on in a very important situation. Runners on first and second with one out here in the top of the ninth, looking to limit the damage and get this game into the ninth. First pitch from Duplantier in there for a strike. So if Texas is able to get out of this inning with no runs allowed, they'll be in a much better position for a comeback in the ninth. Top, bottom of the order here is Timo Becerra's at the plate. The 0-1 from Duplantier is swung on and missed by Becerra. So after Becerra, then it'll be the leadoff hitter Eddie Park, who's been tough out today. The guy's really fast, center fielder. Duplantier looking to come in and get out of this inning quickly. The 0-2 from Duplantier, and that one's just a little bit low for a ball. So yeah, Duplantier coming in. I mean, the Longhorns, they're not going to Morehouse. I mean that makes sense. I guess you want to keep him in for tomorrow just in case. I guess Morehouse is more of like a slam the door shut guy. The 1-2 to from Duplantier. Ooh, nearly got the check swing. Nearly got the swing right there, but a nice check swing from Becerra. So I think that's annoying about Texas, man. Is I feel like we always let the bottom of the order guys get on base. I don't know if that's just like I don't know. I just feel like that's the way it is. We always let those bottom of the order guys get on base, and it hurts us badly. And again, the Campbell bunt is great and all. As Becerra swings and lines this one foul. I guess, dude, Malcolm Moore has been incredible in the tournament. I mean, he has been going off. So yeah, man, you guys are enjoying what you listen to, and you're being able to listen to the game. You want to listen to more games for Texas baseball? Be sure to click that subscribe button. They play tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. So we got a 2-2 count from Duplantier to Becerra, and that one is in there, grounded to through the hole into left field. That's a base hit, and they're gonna hold the runner at third. They're gonna hold the runner at third right there. Third base coach told the guy to stop. Porter Brown threw that one in, and the bases are loaded here in the top of the ninth, and only one out. And now the top of the order for Stanford coming up here. So unfortunately for Texas, things are not looking good. You had a 2-0-2 count, but Sarah's able to work out of it and get a single. And again, when I originally thought he hit the ball, it was going to be like a double play or something like that, but it goes right through that hole between shortstop and third. Huge hit for Stanford right there. And now the leadoff hitter, Eddie Park, to the plate. He's a tough out and guy who gets on base consistently. 1 for 3 today with 2 walks, so proving my point. Huge opportunity for Stanford to potentially blow this game open and not even allow a chance for Texas ninth inning heroics like yesterday. And Duplantier, man, that out on Becerra would have been nice. Now you got to do it at the top of this order. First pitch inside to Park. I mean, there's a lot of momentum for Stanford right now because like I said, that's just unfortunate. Again, he had a good AB, but he just could not finish it off. And I feel like that's something Texas has struggled with today a lot. Is they've really struggled. Their pitching struggled to finish off at bats, getting into two strike counts and just not being able to get that last one. Park lines this one into center field. That's a base hit. That's gonna score two. Most likely, the throw from Kennedy is in there, and Stanford just blew this one open there as Eddie Park with a big two-run single in the ninth. And just like that, Stanford extends the lead to 4. Huge hit from Eddie Park. Massive hit from Eddie Park right there, man. Yeah. That's just what kills you, dude. You let the bottom of the order guys get you, and then you give the top of the order opportunities. I mean, this if we're being realistic, this inning should either be over or like I don't know. The Campbell bunt should never have been a hit or a base runner, and then Duplantier probably should have gotten the last dude out. Tommy Troy to the plate here for Stanford. They lead 7-3 in this one. They have blown this one open here in the ninth inning. Not really giving Texas a chance to come back in this one. So 1-0 count from Duplantier and Troy. Check slowing that one into foul territory. You're all listening to the stream, man. Be sure to click the subscribe button. As it looks right now, it looks like we are going to be streaming again tomorrow. Again, unless some crazy ninth inning happens, which again, Texas is capable of scoring a lot of runs in an inning, but I mean, it is not looking too good right now for them. Duplantier pitching here to Tommy Troy, and that one is in there for a strike. What a pitch there from Duplantier. But the damage has been done from Stanford in this inning. They need to extend their lead. And now, instead of it being a potential, base runner and then a one swing game after that, now Texas really has to like string some hits together in the ninth inning, which is something that they haven't been able to do today. That's a pickoff attempt there from Duplantier. But yeah, that's like the only it's gonna be a really hard comeback at this point. Look into tomorrow potentially. At least Quinn Matthews won't be on the mound. That is the good thing. He will not be on the mound. Hopefully, I think Tanner Wick gets to start tomorrow, which is interesting. As Duplantier gets Troy striking out, and now that's an error from Diamet. That's into center field, and that's gonna allow another run to score for Stanford. They get the strikeout, but the steal. Garrett, man. The steal works, man. The steal works. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Garrett has had a really banner day behind the plate. Great swing and miss. Good pitch from him. Terrible throw down there though, man. I mean, that's just bad. Didn't even get there. Blow hop. Terrible throw. Terrible, terrible throw, man. And Texas bringing in another bullpen arm here. I don't really know why. I think Duplantier's been all right, except for I guess the hit wasn't good, but like Duplantier's been all right, I guess. But right there, I mean, that's just kind of the way the game's gone. To be honest, just a terrible error by Garrett. And Garrett has been bad today. Like I said, at the plate and behind the plate, terrible. I don't think he's had a hit all day. I think that he's struck out. I think almost every single time he's been up. And then behind the plate, he's let like two pass balls get by him. And yeah, he has just not been great today. Again, I don't know what the framing statistics are. I don't know how he's been doing in that portion, but he's let a couple pitches get by him, and it just has not been a good game. So Stanford has blown this game open here in the ninth inning. It was 5-3 entering, and now it is 8-3. And I don't know, man. It's not looking too good. It looks like we're gonna be playing baseball on Monday. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, tough situation, man. Tough situation. Y'all consider subscribing to the channel. Really helps us out, man. Man. I don't know if taking Staley out was the move, dude. I don't know. I can't really like say too much about it, but like I don't know what would have happened, but I think taking Staley out really wasn't the move. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I think he was starting to struggle a little bit, but he wasn't pitching that bad. So Stanford has a man on third with 2 outs as they look to add even more runs potentially. Yeah. 0-1 count. Ground ball to Loomis, and he'll just toss to first for the third out. We'll head to the ninth. If the Texas Longhorns have a miracle comeback in them, then we'll see. And Quinn Matthews is Superman. This man is coming out for the ninth, bro. What the heck, man? I mean, you know what? If you're Stanford, might as well. I mean, I guess I don't really understand why, but I mean, I guess you're up 8-3 now, so the guy wants to go a complete game and throw 150 million. I mean, I guess there's no way that this guy can possibly start game one of the College World Series if they do make it. There's no way. The guy just is about to throw a lot of pitches. But I guess I understand what Stanford's doing here. I mean, you might as well let the guy come out and get another inning in. I mean, it's a 5-run game. If he starts to struggle a little bit, give up a couple hits, then you pull him. But I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I don't really understand it either. But I mean, the guy probably said I want to pitch, and I guess the coaching staff is just gonna let him because it's been they got a 5-run lead. So Matthews looking to go the distance today and get Stanford the win. I'm not sure what the pitching matchup will be tomorrow, but I'm gonna assume that Tanner Witt will be on the hill for Texas tomorrow, which is a mixed bag. I mean, Tanner Witt could either go out there and be absolutely nasty, chef up people with the curveball. He's got a wicked curve, man. But if not, he might. I mean, he struggled in his last appearance against Miami, so we'll see what Whitty does tomorrow, but it is going to be interesting. Yesterday, and to be fair, this is kind of how the series is kind of expected to go. Texas had their ace on the mound yesterday and they won. Stanford has their ace on the mound today and they're probably about to win. That's kind of how it's supposed to go. First pitcher with 15 strikeouts in a game in a super regional since 2019, Kumar Rocker, current Texas Ranger prospect, who had 19 strikeouts. Kumar Rocker was dealing back in the day, man. So Quinn Matthews to face the bottom half of the Texas order here. Oh, yeah, they messed up the scoreboard there for a second. Kennedy with a swing and a miss on that pitch right there. Yeah, Quinn Matthews' command has been so good the whole game, which is impressive. He's at 137 pitches right now. And Kennedy, check swing, foul ball. 1-2 count. Matthews gonna get to face the bomb of this Texas order after Kennedy. It's Flores who struck out. I think all three at bats are all. I think all three at bats today, and then O'Dowd who struck out a few times as well. So I mean, if there's, I guess the part of the order that will put up the least resistance is Jalen Flores, Jack O'Dowd. Mitchell Daly might be a different story. Eric Kennedy has been good today, 2 for 3 with a double and a single, and he's in a 2-2 count here. That one is inside, nearly a beauty from Quinn Matthews as Kennedy had to turn. That one, like, that pitch really broke inside there towards the center of the plate. I mean, that one was looking like it was going to hit EK for a second. Full count. Kennedy goes fishing for a second. He fouls it off. So we'll get a full count as Matthews at 141 pitches. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the guy is just a competitor and probably wanted to go out there, but I still don't understand why they're letting him pitch tonight. Guess they really don't trust the pen. Full count here. Kennedy swing and a miss on the inside. That is a strikeout for Matthews. He's got 16, so most likely he's not gonna pass Kumar Rocker, but he's doing great, man. Nice pitch here inside, and I think Kennedy did have to swing at this because I think Moore probably would have framed that for a strike. So I think that's just a great pitch from Quinn Matthews. So now here comes Jalen Flores to the plate. Is it Jalen Flores? They haven't shown yet on the. They haven't shown. They might if they pinch hit here. I wouldn't be mad if they pinch hit someone for Flores, which they are going to do. So here comes a pinch hitter for Texas today, and it is Jaden Duplantier. That's the dude's name. What's the guy's name? Yeah, Jaden Duplantier. I was right. Duplantier here to pinch hit for Jalen Flores as Matthews throws high. That's a good decision here. I mean, look, you're down by 5 runs, but I like that idea because Flores has been just atrocious today. Nice pitch there from Matthews in there for a strike and the 1-0 count. Now 1-1. So Matthews might throw 150 today, which is unbelievable as that pitch is grounded foul by Duplantier for strike number 2. But what a day it has been for Quinn Matthews. A historic performance from him today. Throwing. I don't know why Duplantier. I mean, again, it's a limited sample size, but I don't know why he doesn't DH over Flores. The pitch is in there and grounded to short. Easy play here for Stanford, and it's in there. Duplantier hustles, but it is going to be second out of the inning. And now one more out to send this to a game 3 for Quinn Matthews. The ace of the Stanford staff has been nothing short of unbelievable. Here we go. Zach O'Dowd looking to be the final out of the day. The pitch from Matthews outside. Thanks, Mr. Gill. Always appreciate you, man. 2-0 count to O'Dowd in there for a strike. Not always fun streaming when they lose, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Got to give Quinn Matthews his absolute credit. As O'Dowd rips one to right field. That's a base hit. He might try to stretch this into 2, and he is going to go for second base. The throw is in, and O'Dowd's in there with a stand-up double. So Jack O'Dowd. So Stanford crowd was about to get really mad because pitching coach came out there. So here we go. Daly in here against Quinn Matthews. One 0 count to Mitchell Daly, who has a home run off of Matthews today. That one is in there for a strike. So 2 outs here in the ninth. 152 pitches from Quinn Matthews. I mean, I thought my eyes were deceiving me when I saw that the first time. But yeah, this man's going crazy. 1-1 count, and that is in there for a strike, and now it'll be 1-2. One pitch away from a complete game. Quinn Matthews, have yourself a day, man. To send this to a game 3, this series to a game 3. Here's the pitch. down low in the dirt. That'll be ball two, so we'll have to potentially wait one more pitch. But yeah, man, this has just been an absolutely absurd performance from Quinn Matthews. I mean, my goodness, dude. The 2-2 here from Matthews is swung on and belted down the left field line. Foul by Daly, who has a home run in this game off of Matthews. Two-two count. Swung on and grounded to short. And the throw, and that is the ball game. Stanford wins it with a complete game from their ace, Quinn Matthews, 8-3 victory. And we will head to a game three decider tomorrow. And it's gonna be a battle, man. You knew Stanford was gonna come out and play their best today. They needed to win to stay alive, and they did that. And now, there you go. All right, man. So that's gonna do it. Tomorrow, Quinn Matthews will not be on the hill. Tomorrow, Stanford will be playing again against the Longhorns because of Quinn Matthews. And now, here we go, man. See y'all tomorrow for game three. Texas Stanford. Winner goes to Omaha. We're built for these moments. We've been great all year in clutch situations. We're resilient. This is a resilient group of guys. I believe we get it done tomorrow. I think Tanner Witt's on the mound. Let's go to Omaha, baby. Tomorrow night. Let's do it. See y'all tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed to listen to today. Appreciate you guys. Peace out, man.